Howdy y'all, it's Ryan, ow, from RNA Music. Deep in the heart of Texas, your favorite mom and pop guitar shop, music lesson studio. Time for an update on things at RNA Music. Let's go. Welcome back. Thank you guys for and girls for tuning in. I realized just now that I didn't make a video at all in July, and today is August the 5th. And the last video on the channel was again like a little bit of an update. You know, I injured myself. 2025 has been a son of a biscuit. The hits just keep coming. It's just one thing after another. It's like a comedy, except not funny. I just realized as I was looking through the YouTube channel that, like, wow, the last two videos I put up were just updates about, you know, my injuries and you know, that kind of stuff and how I was trying to cope with that. And I realized I hadn't put one out in so many weeks. I'm like, oh crap, I meant all of July to film something, at least for YouTube. Now, if you follow RNA Music on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, I probably put up a few more little blurbs. So if you're just interested in what we do as a little mom and pop music lesson studio, guitar shop in a small town, go check out those other social medias. I was, you know, all that stuff you can manage from your phone, and you can shoot YouTube videos on your phone. It's fine. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't. But at the end of this video, I may put up some, if I have some clips that have happened in the last month, I might throw those on here just for whatever reason. But updates, recovering knee is still not 100% functional. Much better than it was though a while back. It's slowly getting better, hopefully returning to normal. Orthopedic wanted to do surgery on it, but you know, that's kind of a funny thing. If you go to a surgeon, guess what they want to do? Surgery. If you go to a chiropractor, they want to make adjustments. If you go to an MD, they want to write you a prescription. So I'm not shocked that the surgeon wanted to do surgery, because I do have a bone fragment in my knee, but that has been there possibly since I was a teenager. I only discovered it in my early 20s, and I've just been living with it, and it's not been a problem, honestly. It's been less of a problem in the last 10 years in my 40s than it was when I was in my 20s. So, but I knew that they would focus on that fragment, and as someone who's lived with it for, you know, 3 decades, I kind of know what that pain feels like when there's an issue. And this wasn't it. So I don't know. I can't afford the surgery anyways. We do have a little bit of health insurance, but the deductible is still like substantial. So it's like I can't do surgery on the knee anyways at the moment. So my ankle that I sprained at the end of June, you know, last week or so of June, it's much better. I'm not on crutches or canes anymore. It's still sore, and I'm wearing a pretty long knee-high compression sock, keep the swelling down after a long day of work. It still hurts a little bit when I'm walking, so I'm walking slow, you know, trying to not overdo it on my knee, trying to let the sprained ankle, it's a pretty good sprain, let that heal. So I'm mobile. I walk like a much older man, probably, but I am walking without assistance now. So there's that. Physical updates. I did kind of re-injure my knee. When did I do that? The knee kind of comes and goes. If I'm not stupid and work too hard doing outside of manual labor work or picking up heavy things, or, you know, I've had a few setbacks with the knee, but right now it's doing better than it has in months and months and months. But I'm still trying to just be very careful. I realize that's kind of what happens. It starts to feel a lot better, and I feel like, okay, I'm pretty good. I can go back to moving a little bit faster and doing some things. And then, no, you cannot. It is not completely, you know, back to its original state. So re-injuries are happening. But Health updates, that's the crux of it, is the knee and the ankle. They are still not 100% yet, but much better. And I can walk. If I walk around Walmart or Target with Angela like too much, if I walk too much, I definitely feel it later in the day. So I'm not back to taking my 2-mile walks and 10,000 steps a day journey that I was on. I made it, I think, 1,706 days or something like that. Like 4.5 years of 10,000 steps a day. And I'm not ready to go back to that yet because it's still not completely healed. Musically, you know, July was, you know, still teaching lessons, you know, and I enjoy that so much, teaching young people and adults how to play guitar, piano, drums, that kind of stuff, bass. So I've been playing mostly just with the students. I haven't had much outside of working with students guitar playing very much. I did play a little bit of the Sabbath song. I learned a Sabbath song I had never played before. I was watching the Back to the Beginning Ozzy and Sabbath concerts. I was watching videos online of it as people were like filming it and uploading to Facebook and stuff. The day of the concert, I didn't get the streaming package, but I was inspired to like play a quick little ditty. I'll put that up. That was really fun. I love Black Sabbath's music, and I love teaching it, and it's just so fun to play. And then of course, you know, the big news, you know, is Ozzy passing away after the you know, 2 weeks after the concert. That was a tremendous thing. You know, I mean, what do you say about that? You know, the impact Ozzy and Black Sabbath had on hard rock and heavy music and heavy metal is just like, you know, you can't I mean, you can't put a measurement on that, really. So that was really sad. That was really sad to, you know, to see that. And I mean, I was thankful that they had their concert and celebration of Ozzy's and Sabbath's career. And oh, phone, let me answer that. So obviously, being a big Sabbath and Ozzy fan, like, you know, Ozzy, like No More Tears was the first album I owned of Ozzy's. Of course, I'd heard the other stuff, but back in the 90s that came out. And I mean, you know, being a huge Zakk Wylde fan, you know, I've seen Zakk several times in Black Label Society, and I've seen Zakk Sabbath twice, literally in the last like 16 months. You know, I can't imagine Ozzy's family, you know, and Zakk and his family, like what that's like. I mean, I lost my dad back in February of this year, and it's very complicated, and it's very, you know, very difficult situation. And
I didn't get that. Try again.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Frickin' Siri. Even with my dad being like difficult and complicated, and you know, he was still my dad. So So I can't imagine like what his kids are going through, and Zach and like the family. It's got to be intense. I've got a friend from high school that I graduated with who just lost her dad yesterday, and by all accounts, he was an amazing guy. And you know, the family was all there around him, and I was like, man, my heart just goes out to her, Christine and Becky, and like, you know, it's not easy. Whether you're an ultra famous musician who had a massive impact on culture as a whole in the 19th and 20th centuries, it's like, or in the 20th and 21st centuries, it's like, you know, these are still just people. And, you know, yeah, Ozzy was an icon to all of us, but he's still just dad, you know, and grandpa to somebody else. So tremendous things happening in 25. I'm not a fan. We've had a significant amount of mechanical problems to solve. I think I have a student who's Chris, who's an amazing like AC guy, and we've had some issues with the stinking AC here at RNA Music. And thank God for my student Chris, because he is a champion, and he's come through for me and helped us out. And like, you know, that's been very nice. I've been, while injured, trying to fix vehicles and repair plumbing, and then help my brother-in-law demolition one of my dad's buildings, demo the inside. We're doing some remodeling work. My dad had a barber shop. It was right behind RNA Music, actually, and we closed the business down over a year ago, and then we've been having to go in and remodel, and it was oh no, he's going down the hole. I got his tail.
Just let him go, I guess, until he comes back out.
Gonna go down.
He can't because he's so fat.
He just ate.
Good on him.
Wonderful.
A lot in the middle of summer in Texas, and it's in the upper 90s, and you know, so humid, and like, I'm trying to not injure myself. It's been an insane 2025. So unfortunately, I have not been as active on YouTube and doing what I want to be doing. I want to do more lesson content. I'd love to do some more Ask RNAs with Angela. We kind of took a break from that because it was getting intense while she was in school all last year. She's about to go back to school for the fall to continue her college journey. So I don't know when or if we'll have the return of the Ask RNAs or not, but it's just been like a perfect storm of like suboptimal conditions for 2025. So I just wanted to get on real quick and give you guys a bit of an update. I'm healing, I'm getting better, walking slow, but a lot less pain than I was in. I'm a little more mobile. But man, the hits just keep on coming. AC went out in Angela's truck, so I'm trying to diagnose and fix that problem. An older lady backed into my truck at Walmart and crunched the bumper, so I've been on the phone with the insurance company. That happened on the same day. Here in Canton, I got my bumper crunched at Walmart. The lady backed into the truck while Angela was in Tyler, and the AC went out, you know, and it's like 95 degrees in Texas, you know, 98 degrees, and I'm like, oh God. Okay. more problems to solve. What an opportunity to learn some new skills. Wanted to get on real quick and say hello to all of y'all RNA Music faithful who followed us for a long time, and just say hello, give a quick update. And I'm going to attempt to make more videos in August. I'm already one up. August, we're already ahead. We already made more videos in August than we made in July. So if we can keep the train rolling in August, that would be great. So thank you guys for tuning in. If there's some kind of content that you would like to see, please let me know. I definitely want to do some more teaching stuff, maybe some songs, riffs, soloing, you know, scales, lesson materials. That was my intention, was to do a bit more lesson material stuff. And every time in the week when I'm teaching in-person stuff, I'm like, man, I should make a video about this. This would be a great video to share with the world. It's helping my in-person student. It's got to help somebody else somewhere. So that was my intention. But if you guys, girls, have anything you would like to see that you think would be interesting and possibly help grow the channel, we've been creeping up on 10,000 subscribers for a really long time now. We've been in the 9,000s for forever. I would like to, that would be great. I would like to, by the end of this year, I'm going to turn 50 in December. So 50 is it's a big number. It feels kind of weird to say that. Like, I don't know. It's a big deal, I guess. Now, if you're older than 50, you're like, it's not that big of a deal. But everybody who's going up to 50 thinks it's a big deal. So it would be cool to get to 10,000 subs on this channel before I turn 50. That would be kind of cool. But that means I got to put in the work and make a bunch of videos. So if y'all have any ideas for content you think would be great and would maybe reach a wider audience, yeah, leave it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear that. Thank you guys again. Probably shoved in some clips here of a little bit of playing. All right, until the next video, which I hope is soon, keep the music alive. Don't forget it. The music needs you. We need the music. We need to keep it alive for the next generation. It's been a lot of Black Sabbath the last couple of weeks with students, which has been really fun. And they've been really open to it, which is fun too. So, all right, we'll see you guys and girls next time. Bye.